So here's the part that makes it all work to collect the duckweed and the water, but to skim the duckweed. So this board I just screwed to my dock, or anything you have that doesn't move up and down in the water, that's solid. And then these pipe straps you can take off or loosen and then slide this pipe up and down on the wood, or you can move the whole wood, but it's easier to just loosen those pipe straps and move the pipe up and down. And that's what I was calling the macro adjustments, to get it kind of figured out where in the water it sits. You can see like where the water level was, and then if you, which was actually right about here, which is level with the top of this. So the water level is here. This is all underwater. Got a bulkhead through the bottom of the bucket, so there's a hole that's screwed into, and it just goes over. So imagine the water level is like this. Now here's how it works. Let me tilt it up. There's two buckets. Regular bucket with a hole in the bucket, or the bulkhead, and then you have a second bucket where you've cut the bottom out so that it can just slide in there. And now it looks like all one piece. But because of this piece, this is glued on there, and this is from a hydroponic store. It used to have a basket. I cut the basket off. There was a bottom piece and a sidewall. I cut that off. Don't cut it too short. You want it to come down quite a ways, because what you're doing is you're creating a pocket of air in here, so that when it's full of water, the air in here causes it to float up to the surface of the water. As that water gets sucked down through the bottom, out there and over to your trash pump, it's going to cause, since the water is not there, then the air being there doesn't make it float anymore. Air doesn't float on air. It only floats on the water. So it's going to slide down. And so what you get is this constantly moving up and down, just like a pool skimmer. And so it self-regulates and lets the water and duckweed come over the top. When it gets not enough water in there, it'll sink down. When it gets too much, it'll fill back up. Again, right in here is where the air is. So you're going to start lower and then see what happens. And if it doesn't work right, you're going to cut until you find the level. And I'd say that's probably an inch of the smooth stuff before it turns rough that caused it to work pretty good. And that's what I call the micro adjustment. So your macro's there, your micro is on this, and this is what makes the whole thing work.